Well, hello there. Hi there. Welcome to Just Bird. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It is for the boys. You know the boys. Harry, Louis, Niall, Zayn. Who's the other one? The boys. So what I want to do, I've been doing these energy checks and they're all on shorts. So please watch the shorts videos. But I thought I would do a long form video and just do the energy between other people and the boys. So I'm going to start with Zayn and like say the energy between Zayn and Louis, the energy between Zayn and Harry, and so forth. Okay, so let's just see. Today's date is December 5th. It's stinking cold, folks. It is like 12 degrees. So I want to apologize for the background sound. Because my furnace is bound to go off because it's very bitter and cold. So I do apologize, but let's just see what is the energy between. First, what is the energy surrounding Zayn Malik at this time? Clingy, codependent, latches on too soon, doesn't give others any space, wanting others to fix their issues. That sounds very codependent. So that's the energy surrounding Zayn at this time. I'm just going to put that over there. I'd like to know the energy between Zayn and Niall Horan. Gatekeeping. Controlling access determines who is allowed to participate or belong. Entitled to set rules. What is that? What do you think that's about? Let's pull one more. Zayn and Niall. Possibilities. The impossible is possible. Choices and decisions. The gatekeepers are encouraging them to probably work together, collab together, or something like that. I'm not really sure. I apologize. My camera is not mirroring at this time. So I have to flip the cards around for y'all. Anyhow, let's see. What is the energy between Zayn and Harry Styles? The catalyst. Spark that lit the flame. Person who initiated change. Setting everything in motion and the key. That's interesting. And we'll pull one more. I'm sorry. There's like 400 cards here, so I'm just scattering. Financial freedom. You're gaining control over your finances, living comfortably without constant worry. Well, it could mean it's the catalyst to monies, financial freedoms. Maybe there is something coming up. Maybe they will collab or something. So let's see. What is the energy between Zayn, I'm going to say, and the spirit of Liam Payne? Wise counsel. Advice from someone knowledgeable helps you navigate a tricky situation. I would say that he's still spiritually connected and maybe having dreams or, notions about, about Liam, or like remembering when because they consider Liam to be the wise soul, the father of the group, the one that can keep, the glue that holds them all together. So let's see. Zayn, I did what? Zayn and Harry, Zayn and Niall. So let's do Zayn and Liam, and now Zayn and Louis. I don't want to forget any of them, but I might. You can yell at me in the comments. Tight spot. A difficult situation. Need to figure things out. Be more strategic and thinking outside of the box. Well, it's just not where I think many would like it to be, but let's just see. Boundless energy. You feel unstoppable and full of vitality, easily tackles tasks, an endless supply of vigor, lively and dynamic. All right, let's see what is the energy between Zayn and any potential lover that he may have under his covers. Because I don't know. I don't know. Unsolicited advice. People offering advice you didn't ask for. People butting in, gets involved, intrusive, or unwelcome. I don't think he has time for it. But let's pull one more. For potential lover, one-sided story, perspective from only one viewpoint, bias, unfairness, neglect, and counter arguments. Okay, so he ain't feeling whoever. If, and this may just be the energy surrounding him, like, I ain't dealing with all of the crap. I apologize for the furnace again, folks, but that's a one-sided story and unsolicited advice. I don't think he cares to interact with females at this time. All right. Now we did the energy between he and Louis, right? Yes. Okay, so let's go on and see what is the energy between Harry Styles, and Louis. Snatched. Extremely too hot to handle, very attractive. Okay, Harry Styles and Louis. One night stand. Oh geez, temporary good time, single, an asexual encounter, and non-committal, a hookup, and asexual gratification. All right, I know you folks are going to have lots to say about that, so you go ahead, but be mindful of the algorithm will block, like YouTube will block if you go off on a gay tangent in my comments, you'll get blocked. Not by me, but by YouTube. So be mindful of how you word things and speak in code, okay? Speak in code so you don't get blocked by YouTube. Let's see. All right, let's move right along to what is the energy between Louis and Zayn. A close encounter. Divinely protected, so close. Potentially harmful, heightened sense of vulnerability. So they're very vulnerable around one another. And close. At least that's what the cards are saying. Let's see. Harry and Niall. Third eye. Alignment, awakening, aware, revelations, and going through portals. So they're seeing, okay, so they have a good connection. Harry and Niall, they're aligned and opening up. And going through portals, they may be going somewhere together. Not through portals, but like portals are doors, so opening doors together. There's a potential for something that's been brewing as far as like an encounter, something. So let's see. What's the energy between Harry? Am I on Harry? Harry and Liam's spirit. Coronation Day. Increase in status, glow up, recognition, popular, and attention. Well, that makes sense. What is the energy between... I'm putting all of the ones that I pull to the side so I don't pull them twice. What is the energy between... Niall and Zayn. Cleaning house, eliminating undesirables, getting rid of things that don't, people, places, things. We'll pull one more. Niall and Zayn. Regretful hookup, a moth to a flame, temporary high, lasting low. Wish you never did it. Long-term ramifications. Well, that's not good. Cleaning house and eliminating... Oh, are they getting rid of one another? Just... You tell me in the comments. How about I'm getting confused with all of the of the boys. What is the energy between Niall and Liam Payne's spirit? Palo Santo, cleanse your energy and clear the way. So I would say that he feels the energy. One more. Gathering info and looking you up. Aw. He's still connected. Probably looking back on the times shared, magnifying something from the past. All right. The energy between Niall and Zayn. Stains. No matter how much you clean or scrub, the stain remains. You can't fix what refuses to change. And Niall and Louis, we'll just, if I already did it, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna pull another one because I wish I would have made a list. Flawless execution. Project or task goes off without a hitch. Attention to detail, going as planned, and precise implementation. Winner, winner, chicken dinner there. All right. What's the energy between Louis and Harry? This would be like Louis's perspective, I suppose. Baby trapped, sabotaging birth control, trying to get pregos and get someone else pregos without their consent. Well, pregnancy is a feeling, well, we have something's trapped, feeling trapped, but the birthing process is like, and since they're two males, they couldn't possibly do this, but the birthing process is about new projects. So somebody wanting to sabotage, feeling like sabotaging a project, or trying to like create something with someone else. And fake apologies, apologizing to keep the peace, no remorse or guilt, actions have not changed, and the same old attitude. Oh, give me your thoughts about this. How about let's pull one for Harry and Zoe Kravitz. Sailing above drama, staying unbothered and keeping your peace, not getting involved no matter how much they try. I did say Harry, right? Not I feel like I said Zayn and Zoe, but it's Harry and Zoe. What is the energy between Louis and Liam Payne's spirit? Louis Tomlinson. All right, give me something here. Okay, here we go. Kissing and telling. Sharing private details to others doesn't keep their things confidential. Breach of trust. A boastful attitude. Really? Is it maybe he's sharing private details of their relationship with other people? Let's pull one more. Oh, well, we got the candy shop flipped over, so I'm going to take it. So much to choose from, but unsure what you want. Everything looks good. He wants to tell it. Is he going to be talking about Liam's past endeavors? You know what I mean? But um so much to choose from and unsure of what he wants. Look at that card though. This is the picture. These are cute. Anyhow, let's see what is the energy between the boys and Bear. This is just like a group peaceful resolution. Oh, look, we finding a calm and amicable solution to conflict, harmonious outcomes, cooperation and respect. So they love the boy. They love the boy. How about the energy between Zayn and his child? I'm sorry, I don't know his child's name. I don't even remember if the child is a boy or a girl. But let's just see, as a parent, Zayn Malik, the energy between Zayn and his child. Unwanted attention. Okay, he doesn't like the spotlight on the child. Being put on the spotlight in an uncomfortable way. Harassment, scrutiny, invasion of personal space. Okay, so he doesn't like the spotlight on his child, or the child doesn't like to be under the lens. Very protective. I think he'd be very protective of his child regardless of what any card might say, you know. I want to see something else. Just going to clean these up. I want to move along to see, get out of the energy and just see. I'm going to pull out a different deck and see what is it that they desire this Christmas, like more of in their life. What do they want more of in their life this Christmas? Just give me a second. And let's open. This is an inner child deck, so I just want to know, what is it that these boys want more of for, you know, for Christmas? What is it that they want more of this Christmas? More in their life. What do they want more of in their life this Christmas? I'm going to begin with Zayn. What does Zayn want more of in his life this Christmas? Star guidance. So he needs guidance from me, from the cards. No, he's looking for guidance, somebody to lead the way. So he's looking. That's good. We'll pull one more. What more does Zayn want in his life? Peace and love. Yes, guidance and peace and love in his life. That's what he craves. That's what he desires to have more of this Christmas. So a little bit of guidance maybe in how to get there, how to find this peace and love in his life, but he desires it anyway. He also desires a cold place. Like, isn't that just a Christmassy kind of card? Maybe he'll go on a ski trip. Maybe not. Maybe he'll be in some warm weather. Hippy dippy. Expect the groovy type of aesthetic from Zayn this Christmas. So let's see. We're going to move along to, I'm putting these cards back in because they're not 400 of them. But let's just see. We'll move along to Niall. What does Niall, I apologize for my furnace. What does Niall desire to have more of this Christmas in his life? What does Niall desire more of this Christmas? Oh, authenticity. Look at that big old love. X's and O's, hugs and kisses and lots of love, but he wants authentic, true love. Superpower. He wants some more superpowers and maybe to play a little dress up. And he may have a little bit of a sweet tooth, but he has lots of love and he's just looking for something more genuine. You know, somebody who can be true to themselves and just authentically love him. Love may be his superpower. All right, so let's see for Louis. What does Louis Tomlinson desire more of in his life this Christmas? What would he like to receive more of in his life this Christmas? Inner voice. That's connecting with self and being able to listen to his intuition and receive it. So I think he's looking for, intuitive hits. He wants to be able to quiet everything and listen to himself. Really tune in and hone in on what it is that he desires. And transformation, change, coming out of his shell, birthing new things. But it is about, change. So he desires to change maybe the chatter that goes on in his head, the things that he speaks to himself about himself. I apologize for the stinking blower. Man, it's loud as it, but it's cold as all, here too. So look, new beginning with the power of a 1 and endings with the power of a 9, really wanting to change the inner voice, the chatter about self. So let's see, what does Harry Styles desire more of this Christmas? What does Harry Styles desire more of? Hey, if you'd like to go live on Christmas, let me know. We'll go live for the boys specifically. We'll do members live if you're interested, and we'll do the whole energy check thing. And y'all can keep me on track with who's who and what's what. All right, so let's see. Harry. What does Harry Styles desire more of this Christmas? Pursue your dreams and love letters. So he has hopes, dreams, and that's what he desires, to dream big and to pursue them. Maybe he's pursuing something new and not just music, but something, I know he's an actor too. So maybe there's a new gig coming up for him. Let me see. In a tangle and pacing yourself. Okay, so he desires to have a lot going on to fulfill his dreams. He wants to be tied up. You can take that any way you'd like to receive it, but it's like he wants to pursue his dreams. He's willing to carry the weight. He's willing to do the work. He's willing to let some things go. He's willing to let some things in as well. He'd like to get his message across, as well as he wants to be tied up in work. He just wants to stay busy. He wants to pursue this dream. What is the dream? Is the dream he wants to get tied up. He's not seeking freedom. Does anybody know what he's doing? Let's see. Let's just get a message for each of the boys, a Christmas message for all of the boys. What is a Christmas message for? Thank you for shutting that off. For Harry Styles, what is a Christmas message for Harry Styles? Over it, had enough. No, unclear, and nutrition adjustment. So this is all right, I've had enough junk in my life, junk food. Maybe he's going to release meat. I don't know. Is he vegan? You know how they adopt all these weird diets, whatever it could be. So we have a nutritional adjustment. So it looks like he's going to be dieting down and changing something. There's something that he's being told no to that's just unclear on Christmas that he won't know about. And he's had enough of something. So you know what? If you've had enough, I think he's over. I think he has to cut back something maybe for a project, maybe he has to put on weight, maybe he has to lose weight. I'm not sure. But neither is he. That's just a messages for Harry. Now let's see for Niall Horan. Niall Horan. What's his Christmas message for Niall Horan? That last message for Harry don't make any sense to me. Expand and go bigger. That's a good message. Lost, no direction. Oh man, I think this is let go of the idea of the band getting back together. Just expand. But he's lost. When I see the no direction, I'm just automatically taking that as one direction. But, celebrate accomplishments. And okay, so he's a little bit lost without the band, is what I'm going to say. But he wants to expand his talents and celebrate his accomplishments. So very good. Go bigger, Niall. Do it up, whatever that dream is. But he does feel lost. Lost. Like that song, Lost Without You. Who's that? Robin Thicke. All right, let's just move along to Louis. What is a Christmas message for Louis? This would only probably make sense to them. Let's see. Well, here's 3 fell out. Fertility, bountiful, scattered, unorganized, find peace and calm. So there's a lot that he can produce, but he needs to calm down because he's a little bit scattered and disorganized. So he'll find his peace through prayer, meditation, just kind of like slowing down a bit. And fertility. Who is this for? Louis? You better be careful. There's a lot of something coming up for him. And be careful you don't impregnate anyone. Especially that McDermott girl. She'll be sticking her finger down her throat. Oh, my belly's too big. I can't. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Okay, cleanse and discard. Leave it behind. I'm moving on to Zayn. What is a Christmas message for Zayn? Christmas message for Zayn Malik. 2025. Can you believe the year is almost over? The world hasn't ended yet. Surprise. Protect yourself. Ooh. Zayn, what's coming at you? Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Take a leap of faith. And teamwork, support needed. Okay, well, protect yourself, all right? And don't hold back. So I'm not even gonna try to make this make sense. I don't know what's going on in the boy's life. However, he needs support this Christmas. He needs protection. And don't hold back. If he gets in a tussle, I feel like he's going to whoop somebody's tuchus. I don't see that. I don't feel like that is what it's talking about. But there could be, other players in his life that are just like, you know what, give him a piece of your mind. But support's needed. Like, he needs support on something that he wants to say, no matter who it is that he wants to say it to. He's looking for a little bit of support from family and friends just to encourage what maybe, like, encourage him to be able to speak his mind. Let's just see. What will the boys appreciate going out of 2025 and take what do they appreciate about 2025 that they can take into 2026? What is it that the boys can appreciate from 2025 and carry into 2026? Let's just start with Harry. Catarella. That's Cinderella's story. So are we falling in love? Do you have to turn her in by midnight? All right. So let's see. The sun. So he desires happiness and trips and, you know, a little bit of grace on timing. Happiness, maybe a vacation. So there's, what does he appreciate? What is he appreciating from here? Pure happiness. You know, taking lessons learned, and just kind of like, you know, he also wants to take a vacation, but besides that, into 2026, it's wants to just like a higher vibration, a good frequency, warmth, desire, expansion. But really, this is like, I want to relax and have a good time. So, yay, wanting to relax and have a good time. So let's see what's coming up for Niall. Niall Horan. What will he appreciate from 2025 that he can take into 2026? The world. That's a lot of travel. It's everything. You know, it's like abundance. It could be a little bit of gluttony, but power and control. Wanting to be the boss and travel the world. Emperor with the world. All right, let's move along. Very good for Niall. So he appreciates that he's well traveled. That's good. That, you know, let's see. What will Zayn be appreciating from 2025 that he can take into 2026? What does Zayn Malik appreciate about 2025, the year 2025, to take into the year 2026? Ooh, sudden changes and destroying foundations at will, and travel, more travel. What is this? So whatever sudden changes that, you know, anything that he destroyed and got out of his life in 2025, he just wants to leave it behind and let it go. Just take it all the way down to the ground, rebuild, and like, let me go travel the world. I want to see things. I want to do things. So if he's bringing the travel piece into 2026, I'm going to say that he's ready to tour. Let's see. For Louis Tomlinson, what will Louis be taking from 2025 that he appreciates about 2025 that he'll be taking into 2026? Ooh, change. It's the death card. Putting things to rest, letting the past go, and traveling the world. You know, having it all, releasing what, you know, letting go. And this is about transformation and change and being able to travel. What is it with the world coming up and travel coming up for 3 of the 4 boys? What do you think it means? Do you think that they will be touring and traveling and lay off the candies and the sweet treats? There's a lot of sweet treats here. Louis, stop eating sweets. All right. It feels like diabetes. So stop with your sweet tooth, because you could end up like having a reaction or an allergy, or I don't know if that's gluten or what, but there could be an upset belly, could be a little stint to the doctor. I'm not saying death does not mean physical death. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he needs to change his diet before he ends up with, like, bubble guts. That's what I have for the boys. as far as what their the end of the year.